Good morning, everybody. It's Carrie from KDS Insurance Services. How are you doing today? It's a beautiful hump day, and hope wherever you are, it's as nice a day as it is down here in Texas. Wanted to come to you today and continue our conversation about some personal auto insurance. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about home insurance and how important it is for accurate information about the condition of your property. So it's really important when an insurance agent gets a request to quote a homeowner's policy. Normally what we do right off the bat is we go out and we search on the internet and we look for a listing that has all the pertinent information to confirm the year that it was built, how many square feet it is, the county that it's in, and then more specific details about the property. Generally, we can find out how old the roof is and the construction and that sort of thing. But then we also use some other tools that we look at out online, because now, generally speaking, when we write a homeowner's policy, agents don't go out any longer and actually inspect the home like we used to do many years ago. Now the carriers are using third-party companies to go out and inspect a property. And so what an agent does in collecting all the information from a client is we get all that information up front during our phone conversation or our email, but then we try to go out and we try to verify as much information that the client has told us by using the different tools that we have available. One of them is Google Earth. We can actually zoom in and look at a property, but it doesn't give us very specific details and pictures. For example, one of the big things that we generally can't see is the condition of a roof, of course, unless it's in a really bad condition. So we're depending on the client to give us the most accurate and up-to-date information on the condition of that roof. Are there any damages to the roof? That sort of thing. So it's very important when we are talking to a client that we get as much information as possible on the condition of the property. If there's any existing condition, any existing damages, that sort of thing. And that's always verified with the customer during the initial interview or in subsequent interviews. And then, of course, as I said, as agents, we go out and we use as many tools as possible online to check the condition of the home and that sort of thing. Some really important things that can be a problem for you when you do have a new policy. Carriers do have the right to inspect the property. Not all of them do, but it is their prerogative to do an inspection of the property. They're insuring it, so they have the right to then go in and do an inspection of the property. And normally speaking, they outsource this to a third party, and then that third party schedules a time to come by and look at the property. 99% of the time, there's no interior inspection done unless it's a very high value home. But on average, it's an exterior inspection. They walk the property, they verify the address, they check the condition of the roof, they check to see if there's any overhanging trees. This is very important. Standard rule of thumb in the insurance industry is all trees must be at least 10 feet over or away from your roof. So if you have really big trees and you live in an older neighborhood, you want to make sure that there is at least 10 feet from the lowest tree limb overhanging your property. And if these are really big limbs, then you really should consider having them removed, because depending on where you live, you could run into a situation where you have hail damage from these trees, and then you don't want that to be an issue with your carrier because you haven't done your due diligence and you've maintained the property, including making sure that any very large limbs are not overhanging on your roof. You know, in the insurance world, I'm just going to be extremely honest with you, as I always am. Insurance adjusters' jobs are, if there is money to be paid out, this is just common sense. Their job is to make sure that the least amount of money is paid on a claim. Just like on your car insurance, an adjuster's job is to pay out as minimal as possible. Obviously, that has to fall within the regulations and the guidelines and the exclusions and the inclusions of your insurance policy. But to be very honest and just to the core here. We all know that that's what an insurance adjuster's job is. Instead of paying $2, they want to pay $1. That's just the facts, and we all need to face those facts. But it's important as customers to do our due diligence. I just personally went through this myself. I live in an older neighborhood. We have very old, very large trees, lots of pine trees, lots of oak trees, and so we had to spend a significant amount of money having somebody professionally come in and trim all of our trees, because we don't want there to be an issue with our insurance company if we do ever have a claim that they can demonstrate that we haven't done our due diligence. So it's extremely important. It's one of the things when you become a property owner that you are responsible for, and that's maintaining your property. It's also maintaining the area around your house. They don't want to see trash or old gas cans or old building parts or anything like that, because that is a fire hazard. And obviously your homeowner's policy, one of the things that it's going to cover you for is fire. So you need to make sure that you've got your home in good standing, that nothing is leaning up against the house that could become a fire hazard for you. So my suggestion is when you call to get homeowners insurance is that you really assess your property, make sure there's no pre-existing conditions, make sure you know the age of your roof. That's extremely important in Texas. Underwriters want to know how old your roof is. It's very important to know that. And a lot of times as an agent, we can't find that information. So it is up to you as the consumer to provide us with the correct information. So we're all on the same page. You, the carrier, and me as the agent. We need to make sure that we have the most accurate and up-to-date information whenever we are requesting a quote. Now remember, there is a contractual agreement between you and the carrier. Your insurance agent is the facilitator of that contract. You are in contract with your carrier, and your agent is the person that facilitates that, goes out and gets the quote, provides you the quote. It's your responsibility to read it, understand it, and make sure you've read the entire thing. And then if the insurance is then executed, then your agent will bind the policy, request the policy from your new carrier, and then issue your insurance documents and make any payments that are necessary. So please remember, this is a really important part of your due diligence as well as maintaining your property. So I hope this helps. Again, thank you so much for stopping by my Rumble channel today. I do very much appreciate it. I know that you are busy and it takes time to watch these videos, but they are here for your educational purposes. My goal is to make you a more informed consumer, a better educated consumer, so the world of insurance is not as complicated and frustrating as many of you feel that it is. And I get it. I've been doing this a very long time. So if you have a question or a concern, please don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. I will make sure to get back to you. You can always reach me at my office, 817-374-4477. or 832-391-8271. You can also stop by our website, www.kds-insurance-services.com, and leave me a message and I will get back to you. And please take just a few minutes, if you will, subscribe, leave me a comment, make sure you hit that bell so you know the next time that I post a video. Hope you have a great Wednesday. Hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will catch up with you later in the week. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.